EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored. Because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides coming with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
2 big runs here to start this game. How about the offensive line? They came out firing. Great leverage, great punch to get this thing started.
And now this unit on the move already. Well, just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Hey, report. Report. Hey, middle.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer, because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him, because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Already.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And coughed it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Ready, set.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs Giants will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And maybe out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 7. Jackson firing quick, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is taken around the 12 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 45 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On their own side of the field, close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team, gap blocking, whatever you want to call it. When it's in this situation, it's really man on man, isn't it? Who's going to win the battle? And right there we saw it at the point of attack. Find enough yardage to pick up a first down. Give him credit for that one. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. The option right is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First down, here's White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They stay on the ground with White. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, Jackson. It's caught by Treadwell. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this one is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 13. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. 22 needle. Steal. Check steal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Down.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to White. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go.
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson, option right. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. 3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Watch out now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 8. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him now?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with it, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Jackson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
One of those guys.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And this is good. From 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. This time Jackson will throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the left side, a catch by White. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Okay, right.
2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes 3rd down at 7. He'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here. Here's a diving catch right side. That's good for 28 yards.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, really limited on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Here we go. Here we go.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Martin brings it in over the middle. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. He's on his way. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Trey Palmer from 21 yards away.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down. Throwing is Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where the quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Joe Tryon charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be a third and about 13. Here's Jackson.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a give up the middle.
And a strong run there as they'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
He completes it to Treadwell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw now on first down. He completes it right side to White. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Down the left sideline.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On the option right is Jackson.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized. And down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
20, 10, 5, and he will finally be taken out of bounds.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy
from 3 yards out.
And the Bucs are back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson, option right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, will even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Jackson now. That one into the hands of Flowers. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And he lost the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They keep it on the ground. White again. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll get that complete to Parkinson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. And his kick is good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27-all. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recovered, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up.
2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Give him 32 on the play.
10 seconds. Stop. 17. Ultra. Go ultra.
Now back to throw. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Again, this is White. And good work there defensively. He's able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line They're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
And he fields it cleanly. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, it really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Here comes 2nd down and 5. They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Draw play, Edmonds, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Well, what a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Third and 2.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Past the 20. 5. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.